The bomber sits on the ramp. It is immense and silent under a sky just beginning to blush with dawn. The air is cold and still. This machine is a marvel of engineering, a spearhead of speed and power. Its sleek, dark form is designed to cut through the atmosphere faster than the sound it creates. But for now, it is dormant, a sleeping giant, waiting for a command. The ground crew moves around it, with a quiet reverence. They are small figures next to its vast wings and powerful engines. They know the potential held within its metal skin. They know the risks. Today, their single, focused goal is to bring this giant to life, safely and methodically. Every step must be perfect. This aircraft does not simply start with the turn of a key. It awakens through a precise and demanding sequence, dozens of hands working in absolute sync. The first step in this meticulous process is the pre-flight check, known as the walk-around. This is far more than a casual stroll. It is a systematic, inch-by-inch inspection of the entire aircraft. A crew chief leads the team, checklist in hand. They begin at a designated point, often the nose gear. They move in a specific pattern around the bomber. They are looking for anything out of the ordinary. Dents, cracks, loose bolts, missing fasteners, stains of fluid leaks. Each component they examine is critical. They inspect tire inflation and wear. A tire failure on takeoff or landing could be disastrous for an aircraft this heavy. They check hydraulic lines for leaks. These systems power the flight controls, the landing gear and the bomb bay doors. They feel for any damage that could disrupt the delicate aerodynamics required for supersonic flight. They open panels, peering inside to question the machine. Are you ready? The checklist is their guide and record. Hundreds of items verified through formal call and response, removing ambiguity and reinforcing shared responsibility. After inspection, the bomber must be given its lifeblood, fuel, and electrical power. This phase introduces new and significant risks. The ground crew, wearing specialized gloves and eye protection, uncoils thick, heavy hoses. They connect to the single-point receptacle. Deliberate and triple checked. A loose fitting could spill fuel, creating a vapor cloud that a single spark could ignite. The fueling operation is a ballet of safety protocols. Clear the area, stage extinguishers, communicate by signals and radios. They monitor flow rates and tank gauges, listening for auto shutoffs to prevent overfill. The acrid kerosene scent hangs in the air. They move with purpose, not rush. Simultaneously, a ground power unit is rolled into position, its heavy cable plugged into the aircraft. A low hum emanates as cooling fans spin up. Lights flicker to life inside the cockpit. Computers begin to boot. The crew listens for normal start sounds. Any odd buzz, flicker, or smell triggers immediate shutdown. Power must be stable and clean. The bomber is tethered to life support, taking its first breaths of electrical energy before its own heart can start. With external power established, the four-person aircrew climbs the ladder, close on boots and hands as they ascend, then enter and seal the hatch. Inside, cool professionalism. The aircraft commander settles into his seat. Pilot, weapons systems officer, and defensive systems officer strap in. They secure harnesses, connect helmets and oxygen, plug in comms, a ritual that binds body and mind to the machine. The first task, pre-flight checklists, challenge and response. The co-pilot reads an item. The pilot acts and confirms. Inertial navigation system. Align. Standby attitude indicator. Uncaged and set.
Crew chief, pilot, how do you read?
Loud and clear, sir.
The cockpit begins to glow with life. Navigation, engine status, weapons systems pages come online. Systems come online in order, building the aircraft's consciousness layer by layer. They confirm fuel quantities, test fire warnings, and master caution. The cockpit blazes red and amber, then returns to calm. This phase establishes normalcy. Hum of avionics, whir of environmental controls, clicks of relays. Any deviation is investigated. They become one with the machine, learning its current state. Calm. Senses heightened. This is the moment of truth. The ground is clear. The checklists are complete. The pilot signals the crew chief. Ready to start. A small, powerful APU starts first, providing bleed air to spin the massive turbines of the main engines. Its high-pitched whine cuts the quiet. The pilot selects the first engine, typically inboard, and follows a strict, memorized order. He opens the fuel valve and engages the starter. A deep grinding sound as bleed air drives the compressor. Rotation, 10%. Light off. At the set RPM, fuel and ignition introduced. A loud whoosh, the aircraft giving a slight shudder.
Fuel flow is good. EGT is rising.
They watch exhaust gas temperature. A rapid spike signals a hot start, an engine destroying itself. The pilot's hand hovers at the fuel shutoff, ready to abort on command. RPM climbs from starter power to self-sustain, 50% starter cutout. Oil pressure, hydraulics, RPM, all steady. A wave of controlled relief. 1 down, 3 to go. Each start a self-contained drama of risk and precision. With every ignition, the bomber grows more alive, vibrations stronger, voice louder. With all 4 engines running, the bomber is a living, breathing entity. The ground trembles, the noise is immense, double hearing protection required. At a safe distance, the crew chief checks for leaks or fire in the bays, then signals thumbs up. Inside, no relaxation. The post-start systems check begins. Now on its own power, every system is verified. Pilot and co-pilot test flight controls, left, right, forward, back, while ground crew watches surfaces respond. They look for smooth, full range motion. Any hesitation could signal hydraulic trouble. The signature wing sweep is tested. Forward for takeoff, swept for speed, then returned forward. Inside is a symphony of automated warnings and manual checks. Navigation alignment, radar, countermeasures, radios. Amber cautions demand attention, red warnings demand immediate action. Identify, consult emergency checklists, decide go, no go. The bomber speaks through 1,000 signals. The crew must interpret them correctly, tension controlled and watchful. Even perfect engines mean little if secondary systems fail. Avionics cooling, hydraulic pressure, all mission critical. Only when the whole is ready, do they proceed. Once post-start checks are complete and the aircraft is declared healthy, the pilot contacts the tower.
Ground, Lancer 1-1 ready to taxi with information Bravo.
Lancer 1-1, taxi to runway 36 via taxiways Alpha Charlie, hold short.
Taxi to runway 36 via Alpha and Charlie, hold short. Lancer 1-1.
The bomber begins to move. The crew chief marshals with precise hand signals. He gives a sharp salute, handing over the aircraft. The pilot returns it. Taxiing this giant is not like driving a car. The pilot cannot see the wingtips or main gear. He relies on training, peripheral vision and deep familiarity with dimensions to navigate narrow taxiways. Rudder pedals steer. Brakes are feathered for speed control. Hundreds of thousands of pounds carry immense inertia. Every turn anticipated. Checks continuing in motion. They test brakes, monitor engine instruments. The co-pilot reviews takeoff speeds, thrust settings, and abort procedures. The airfield moves as a coordinated system around them. Approaching the threshold, the outside world falls away. It is the deep breath before the plunge. The bomber halts at the hold short line. Engines rumble at a poised idle. They run the lineup checklist, confirm flight controls, set trim, and verify the panel is clean. No warnings. Glances are exchanged. A nod passes between them. They are ready.
Tower, Lancer 1-1 ready for departure at runway 36.
Lancer 1-1 winds 350 at 5, cleared for takeoff, runway 36.
This is the final go-ahead. The decision rests with the commander. Seconds for a last assessment. Instruments green, aircraft sound, crew ready.
Pushing it up.
He drives the 4 throttles forward to afterburner. Instant, violent transformation. Thunder explodes. Diamonds of flame bloom from the nozzles. The bomber surges, pressing the crew deep into their seats.
80 knots, 100 knots, V1.
Past this point, they are committed. Even with a failure, they must fly, rotate. The nose rises, then the mains leave the concrete. Immense power unleashed. As the wheels leave the ground, the bomber transforms. Gear up. It is no longer ground-bound, but a graceful, powerful instrument of flight. The acute tension begins to subside. The co-pilot retracts flaps and slats, cleaning the wing for speed. Engines are watched closely. Bobber mine. Over semprine breda steen sutters. In gain mine, the pores dan nine. Grorbry green at maximum power. They switch frequency from tower to departure for guidance. Checklists flow seamlessly from takeoff to climb. On the ramp, the crew watches it shrink and fade into the sky. The pilot trims for a stable climb. Navigation systems are set. Fuel state rechecked. They begin managing a multi-hour flight. Alertness remains, without the earlier fear. They still command a complex, unforgiving machine at hundreds of miles per hour. The teamwork from the ramp now guides them through the sky. Starting the USAF's fastest bomber is terrifying because it is a constant negotiation with immense forces, a battle against entropy won by discipline. Ritual checks, clear communication, steady rhythm, transforming chaos into control. The mission is underway, built on safety,